Me mo bi akwaba eba Melodies TV so. My mama ati ase say you see one of the reasons in tia nan saying na NDC phobia nyama bi emede ene say asem bi ameka no me nka say me directly no mutie me nka sa but efutu bi amema no one way or the other I see say the NDC they work on it. It is either say maybe na omo baba be na me dinkan baba I don't know because they obi no wo ma information but me baba betina na maka say NDC for munye se ubewie no na NDC for omo yes ade no ade a personally na me de pan na emra NDC for Mahama be announce 24-hour economy ye first reaction from MPP no me kan sembi wa ha asem wa mekan ne se sa asem na NDC for aka ende MPP for kasa fa ho no trese me politics ase se MPP for acha se wo mo kasa tia Mahama 24-hour economy na trese etwi omo na omo nim se omo anye adwuma ansen na entrega na fo a ade bi a Mahama betumi die wini because Ghana for here adwuma internende ebi mo ka se and the 24-hour no ma wo mo ne omo yere enda ne sanses ne but na aka tre NDC for say NDC for sisi an omo mbo ho man tete omo fa policy ideas embra omo fa data mbra na Ghana for nti ase ena me sorry ya Sami Jemfi aba be posti screenshot of frequently asked questions what you say near can say frequently asked questions are more like you trying to document and then answer questions are eba inti o the policy biba and now the bibia ba na microphone ti ase questions e yo mo bisa no na why no and your friend of fact frequently asked questions na wo yi ano na wa trechim nti NDC for the documents policy document bia ba betu dwa mainly based on the frequently asked question and I think say it is a good start. It is part of the documentation and the data make us a NDC form fambra no. This is part of it. It is a good start. What you say? Nini na ka humbi. Inti no yanko ready the frequently asked questions on the 24-hour economy policy proposal. Let's read the questions and then see what people are saying about it. The questions people are asking and then the answers the NDC. You see, frequently asked questions will let you understand it's better. Now, this is one of the questions. The first question is what is the 24-hour economy all about? Into mo ka say omo ma ye ne ye yere no nda and ye ku efumu a omo ma ya ko 24-hour no ye be answer the first question. The 24-hour economy is a wutie me. Now so question I will be saying say ene crampo eye dien a. Let's see the answer. Or see the 24-hour economy will be a deliberate policy intervention by the next NDC Mahama government to encourage and support certain businesses and companies to operate 24/7, preferably in a 3-shift system of 8 hours each, by creating an enabling environment that promotes productivity, competitiveness, and well-paying jobs. It's very, very simple. NDC for 24-hour economy policy, no. What I want to ask you will be say policy ne kra eye. This is the answer they've come up with. Almost a policy bia one enyo hye so wo pese oba beka ho a enyo hye but uye business na wo operate a policy bia ebeboa na wo business no operate 24/7 preferably in 3 shift into obi beba anopa oba anopa ewia mu hono na wapon ewia na obi nso aba oba enwumre mu hono na wapon enyumre no obi nso aba ahomachi into a 3 shift ahomachi no obi na wapon into first no na nke ejuma ne befa nipa ba ko ewe ejuma mu a and then ejuma na fa nkrofo miensa because obi aba nopa waba be the same job obi aba ewia waba be the same job obi aba enyumre to ahomachi aba anso aba be the same job into that is the explanation at NDC for about the second question I say what will be the main driver of Mahama's 24-hour economy policy? In the 24-hour economy policy, no, again pan the territory, again na air territory pan. What will be the main driver? I see the 24-hour economy will be mainly anchored on Mahama's overarching vision to create sustainable jobs for Ghanaians. This will be achieved through his agenda to modernize and mechanize agriculture, provide incentives for the private sector to thrive, promote agro-processing and manufacturing, transform Ghana into an import substitution and export-led economy, among others. In the 24-hour economy, no, and home fast for anything. Now the first and fast for more can, and they say, ebeme ejuma, omwa ende omotifia womo eni ejuma ye no, ebema bebre na ejuma aye den aye. Basically no, 24-hour economy no. Se obi pese oti asye 24-hour economy ne mfaso be na oso a mfaso kese ye woso ano no. Ebe man nkrofo bebre aba benye ejuma ye. Because any mama wati asye no, se nipa ba akope ene ye ejuma bi na nipa krono ba beti asye, company beti asye zombe 24-hour. Afi se omode nkrofo mienu eba be hye na nemu. Nti sisi ano instead of one person no, company ne be employ nkrofo miensa. Okay. Now, I say the 24-hour economy policy will be a major boost to John Mahama's import substitution and export drive. Now, to say Mahama, ne need a so. One say, metena ha ema moti asye say, Ghana no, debi as me say Ghana ye economy, the dollar will always beat our cedi. Now, mama wati asye say, the main reason, and they say, we are local people with foreign taste. Bibia wa Ghana bia ye kra efia broche ba. Bibia Ghana fo ho eni je ho bia no ye kra fia broche den eba. Inti Mahama ne ni da so ene se wo be sesa saade no. Na wo sesa saade na ene lebe ma Ghana ye sidi na de bia eto no. Sisi a enya honden. Basically no. Sa na be ye. Inti no sa wonti ase a no. Now, I say which industries will the 24-hour economy focus on? The 24-hour economy, no industry ben because and there be more can say ene Mahama be ye de ene efom gra ye ntumi nkwana ye be ko efom a ye ntumi ne ye yere monda sa example ne de bia me yisu nti ye say industry ben na 24-hour economy ne sisi ano ebe gina so say the 24-hour economy will be primarily but not exclusively focused on 24-hour agro processing, 24-hour pharmaceutical industry, 24-hour manufacturing industry, 24-hour construction. Into what industries no? Industries are agro processing. Into omu processing agricultural products. What you say? You find say a kumfi, okote pineapple ni free fumba oba be produce. Na we nya fruit juice. Into company bisa no, we hear more people. Pharmacy, which makes sense because in the Ghana ha, the pharmacies be brave. I think the only pharmacy I mean who Ghana wo 24 hours Origin Pharmacy. They are the only pharmacy I've seen. Is it Origin? I think it's Origin. Yes, they are the only pharmacy I've seen a womoye and a money na just some few branches and a 24 hours. Okay, but a lot of the pharmacies need no ahomachi unim. Na okoko yare na opedru awunya amama kai me story bi embra na me okay university ahomachi na madam for big girlfriend oba be yare ye pie ko chinchin pedru za yenya intino pharmacies no ye ni 24 hour me gidi say it will make sense ati ase intino ebi mo beba ewia anopa omowia omo ye pharmacy attendant no anopa ombeba ewia no mo aba enti ahomachi na nankwa ana nwumre na nko mbepo na obi akono na nkrofo nso wo ho na chese ya employ more people. So for that one it makes sense. Manufacturing industry omo manufacturing nyama industries no omo mpon 24 hour. Construction say ye construction ye 24 hour me gidi say ebeboa ati ase imagine say u sidan na 24 hours. I mean, ebema edan no sisika no wo nkwa na edan ni sie na ebekọ fast ana aban si dan a ana aban ye kwan bi ana bibi na ye ni 24 hours ebekọ fast 24 hour extractive industry mining and quarrying to mo mutu gold ni nyama no 24 hours 24 hour sanitation and waste management 24 hour leisure and hospitality industry ati ase inti sa hotels ni sa places no and the hotel bi ani ho a wo bepon 24 hour obenya And you see all these people no na mostly ne de ntia sa hotels ne sa motels ne sa guest house no omopon omonye 24 hours ne say security because e bia say enwumre no wakwa akobia wo suro so obi beba abewia no sa pharmacies ne kra no ati ase intime ohwe origin pharmacy American 24 hours na say enwumre no enwumre ahomache around 12:1 ukọ a makoto edro sa time da ukọ you not be made to enter 24 hours no obegina abonten into omo bema one obekasa e wa abonten ho no na wa ma we pia tray bi ama na de wo to no aha wo di sika na tum no so de atum no de ama ati ase aha into no 24-hour economy ade we there me hu ne say the main challenge will be security. Internet NDC forecast said they will be partnering with the state security to provide security, but also it will be another issue. But no can it will also be another opportunity because imagine say based on enunti Ghana police ever employ more people into the police because you see on the 24 hours inti ye per se ye nya special police branch womo protect sa manufacturing companies not say see no police for every year limited people of maybe 200 and more far. This time also more far 1,000 because they will need more people to protect. You know, depending on how we implement it, it will rather be a challenge or even an opportunity. Okay. You know, digital startups and business processing outsourcing, 24-hour financial services, 24-hour retail centers, transportation services. Also, selected public institutions with large customer traffic, such as ports and harbors, customs, passport office. Passport office, you 24 hours, passport office, 24 hours, DVLA, among others, will be part of the 24-hour economy. DVLA, so the 24-hour economy will also be implemented within the context of other national development initiatives, such as education and training, health services, agriculture, the provision of affordable housing for workers, efficient public transport, efficient justice delivery, among others. It is all part of an ambitious drive by the NDC Mahama administration to take Ghana to the next level in the global economy. I think it is good. I mean, at least we are having some answers. In Timua, Omontia's 24-hour economy, now you know the sectors are more okay. Now, more question. I'll say, what kind of support will be given to these businesses and companies by government in order for them to operate 24/7? You know, sir, or just 24 hours no. And yeah, by force say, oh, business cry or say, oh, yeah. But so why I say, oh, be ya. A buying supports being in Obama. You read it. I think say it is important. Also, the next NDC Mahama government will create an enabling environment for businesses and companies to operate 24/7 by one, providing an atmosphere of improved security and public safety. And the same yana make us say 24 hours. I mean, who said the big challenge about security, but NDC forecast may provide security. Okay, and I'm telling you that could also be an opportunity because see, I said the current numbers of Ghana, your security current numbers are. Menyasho say beboa. Into the natural say we need to employ more police. We need to employ more state security. That will also help. And also, ebe bien you me pende. Unim na be bien form na kase Ghana for mbra no mbra me than the police for. Hey, obi be jai na ejuma kra kwa akoye. Inti and also be opportunity. 2, also providing cheaper and reliable electricity for participating businesses based on time of use tariff system. Okay. Also, a time of use tariff system is an electricity pricing structure where the price of electricity varies based on the time of day and day of the week power is consumed. Okay. International say 24 hours. Now, sisi ane yenim say eka ebe tumi aba because ube use more electricity. But aban bebem na waba bete electricity no ne kaso ayeden amount. Inti ebia the time of use no ene say yebe tumi aka say okay normal day who use electricity na ebia normal charges are etel no okay but enumere say who use electricity na yebe lower no so that en charge will be bresa at here, which would encourage people because need na problems, need na issues ebe arise. Who implement here issues ebe arise. say electricity and the company this is your more because now they are working 24 hours. Into your move beam some be reduce the amount, which is also not bad. Now, the companies that sign onto the 24-hour economy policy will be given modern smart meters, which will be calibrated to charge a lesser tariff per kilowatt per hour for power consumed during off-peak hours. Into send America no. Yebema companies never 24 hours no special meter. Into enumerate and off-peak hours time any peak hours no, which is enumerate and no. I'm saying enumerate peak hours and anyway. Say your daytime say your enumerate meter never special into no a drew off-peak hours na time and microphone share down use electricity ni bebre sana. E be a time and microphone share down if you are use electricity ni bebre sana. You better tete so amamo. Now, tax incentives. Companies, businesses that subscribe to the 24-hour economy policy will be given tax incentives to reduce the cost of their operations and enhance their competitiveness. Into companies now, and they're gonna for complaining, say, oh, and your taxes, bibia ye bia etwo the ding say, oh, your company now got how do business, which 24-hour economy a deal with yasia. Aban behe na watete etwo so ayeden amount. Financing support will be provided for certain strategic agro-processing factories and manufacturing companies to boost production for import substitution and export. Here we are. Omo a womo so ye agro-processing no. Ebi mu nso no ebenye sika aban de sika be share omo ase no more processing more. Now, question 5. I say, what will be the implementation approach of the 24-hour economy policy? And you see, in America, I am happy that the NDC is answering all these questions because these are some of the things you know. Maybe now America say NDC for your document no fambra, and they are answering. I say, what will be the implementation approach? 24-hour economy policy ne kra no ombe saying say no ombe no because in go for be NPP for say oh enye ye ebi mu nso mo kan say enye ye ebi mu nso mo kan say oh ade a ekoso de da but NDC for be answer senior wo mo ebe ye omo de no. I said the next NDC Mahama government will publish the strategic blueprints for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy upon assuming office. Into almost say omo yeto abamo mu no mu winia blueprint no send your no and no publish it. Now see businesses and companies that wish to take advantage of the incentive packages under the policy will be required to voluntarily sign on to the 24-hour economy policy. Into ya wadwin say wo be ya enye wo hye but you better trust us in sign crata say obey 24 hours no. Wow pese o ya. No ba be sign. Companies that are already running 24/7 will automatically be captured under the policy and provided with the necessary incentives. Companies be and there's any American MPP for eka some say oh 24-hour economy no e ade e koso de dada. So say companies now omo ye de dada no. Sa companies no ye de omo so be kan ho. Or say a new employment act which will, among other things, set out the regulatory framework for the 24-hour economy will be passed in consultation with organized labor, AGI, and other relevant stakeholders. The act will complement the existing Labor Act. Inti we de ayemra. Say 24-hour economy BBC ba. I was see a parliament. Inti NDC for be passemra. Na answer no be passemra no. Omne adwadifo ni na betena se. No mo age o mo adwentre afa ho. Inti de ye no mo aye. No mo de ato ho. So that's the answer. Now, question 6. I say, what will the next NDC Mahama government do to enhance efficiency and productivity in the already existing 8-hour work system in public institutions? Into what public institutions, omo mu ye juma ma aban dodo na no, omo kwa anopa no mo apon 4. Into na ye 8 hours pe. Into obisa say, sa public institutions no so no, e den de be ya form ho. I say we shall consciously promote discipline and efficiency in the already existing 8-hour work schedule in public institutions and in new additional work shifts by introducing appropriate measures to root out practices that militate against efficiency and productivity in the public sector. Okay. Into public institution, say, let me read it again. We shall consciously promote discipline and efficiency in the already existing 8-hour work schedule in public institutions and in new additional work shifts Okay, additional work shift by introducing appropriate measures to root out. I don't get it. Additional work shift in the sense that the after the 8 hours they'll start with the 24-hour implementation on it, or additional work shift in the sense that they'll shift the indiscipline to now become discipline, because they were talking about discipline and efficiency. So additional work shift in the sense that now they will shift the focus to discipline and efficiency, or additional work shift in the sense that shift as an 8-hour shift and another 8-hour shift. I think that we need more explanation on that. Personally, me, I need more explanation on that. Anyway, question 7, I'll say, are there any countries or cities currently implementing a 24-hour economy policy or strategy? Into obisa, say oman bi ewo ho ana kuro bi wo ho a eni Ghana wo mo yes 24-hour economy yana. Or say yes. All the major and most prosperous economies in the world operate various degrees of 24-hour economies. They include the United States, where nearly 30% of the labor force work at night. The United Kingdom 19%, Germany 12%, and France 7%. In Africa, Kenya is contemplating a 24-hour economy. The city of Sydney, the capital of New South Wales in Australia, is currently implementing a 24-hour economy policy strategy, just to mention a few. Our 24-hour economy policy will be tailored and implemented to suit Ghana's economic context. Okay? Inti amanamana wo monso no na wo trim ti mo America na enye news mo wo UK. Anti Ghana ni bi wo ho a wo America onim se eye adwuma wo ho. Nanso oye NPP ni nti ende wo ka se ti NDC for. Hey, we have you. Now, the 8th question, I'll say, some critics say that since the 24-hour economy cannot be legislated, it is bad idea. Are they right? In the Bimu Samom can say, it sounds say, Enya or she. I have a professor woman 24-hour economy, no, a idea enye ye. Now, question, answer, Modeban. Or say, no, they are totally wrong. Or say, as a development strategy, it does not have to be legislated. However, it will be supported by a strategy document, including a policy framework, which will be produced after the launch of the NDC's 2024 manifesto. Also, the document will be closely aligned with the party's manifesto and a coordinated program for social and economic development policies, which every president is required by the Constitution to present to Parliament within 2 years of assuming office. On the basis of the policy framework, different types of legislation such as a new Employment Act, first of its kind, as well as laws to strengthen Ghana's import substitution and export drive, employee rights, and consumer welfare will be enacted to support the strategy. It is worthy of note that safe tax measures, the essential services economy, and certain regulations, economic policies are generally not legislated. However, once an enabling environment is created by government, businesses, individuals who aspire to be productive, competitive, and profitable ultimately take advantage of such policies. For example, digitalization is not legislated as a matter of compulsion in and of itself. However, businesses which require digital platforms to be productive and profitable to take advantage of such digital platforms once they are introduced by governments. In March, the same vein, a 24-hour economy will not be imposed on businesses. However, businesses who are being targeted by the 24-hour economy policy will in no doubt sign onto the program in order to take advantage of the attractive incentives under the policy so as to reduce costs and enhance their competitiveness. This is what happens in all advanced countries running 24-hour economies. Now, as something here making kind no omu bisa and I send your work no say adie enyo hye a ye de hye nipa so. We just say Ghana businesses be ya na no say oh akwa ye say endemremu digitalization in the sense say business bebre wo ho a social media and the emankrofo nya sika pa enyo hye aban enhye business bi ase won ko set up e social media but wa out na ho na wa hu say o competitor e social media na o make sika ebe force o say won so ye den won so ko create presence e social media What in some say? Aha. It's a very simple. Inti enyo she abaye nkonko she business bia say one brand be 24-hour economy policy na se dabi. Now so omo a wo be sign on no wa wo be hu senia omo adwuma etumpon wa wo be hu senia wo mu nya sika. Inti obi anka ntre se bra be shem wa wo de mirika be ba be shem. As some critics say that some businesses or companies already operate 24/7, hence the policy is not new. Are they right? Say inti MPP phone some more kanina no. Answers are one deba. Or say no, they are terribly wrong. Send the MPP forecast or companies be here the daddy and egusu here the Ghana. Or say wrong. Or say currently, Ghana does not have any deliberate policy that supports or incentivizes businesses or companies to operate 24/7. There are some can say currently no. Ghana company be here 24/7 na. Yes, our company na join or day. But we know a deliberate effort, and I liked an answer. And then Mutala, our NDC MP, our Temale area, hono. I like answer and then Oma TV3. On a Japan message, share, and a Japan message, some can say, 24-hour, the cost of Ghana did that. In the NDC fund, the Omo, a bad idea. And okay, say, answer na President Akufo-Addo, ebeye policy, a friend, planting from food and jobs, no. Na Ghana. Ye wo ekuafo a edo de dada untumi ntre me say na ye ni kuafo wo man we mu but still President Akufo-Addo the policy bi by our friend planting for food and jobs that time na ka NDC for ba be ka say oh Ghana kuafo wa had that until ye planting for food and jobs a enye ya na ka Ghana for ni na be di MPP for NDC for atem so mu ni nyansa. This is the same thing. Yes, company bi wo he bi o ye 24/7 but enye aban policy. It is a obana because a company be the data until we are not as a woo Jimmy. We a deliberate policy from a buying. To say send ye care for Edwa, Monso Mobabe, planting for food and jobs. Send now him say care for what and also who implement a policy deliberate. To win so and this is for the deliberate because and the company be away 24/7 piano. A buying M1 or none or then pay but and this is for the a buying air babe boom into different. And I think that's a perfect answer. Now, say the 24-hour economy strategy will be the first government policy intervention that will provide tax incentives, cheaper and reliable power, and in some cases, financing support for businesses that operate 24/7 in Ghana. This is what makes the policy a novelty. In Senya Americano. Also, the fact that few companies currently operate 24/7 in Ghana does not mean that the 24-hour economy is already being implemented. This is because such companies operate on their own without any support whatsoever from a bank or from government, just like I told you. Okay? Intiano and omo ediabroson. I was more importantly, the fact that few companies currently operate 24/7 in the country goes to show that the 24-hour economy is possible. Inti NDC funds can say MPP for air say 24-hour economy na a bad idea. Now so more Samsung can say companies be air ya. NDC for say say companies be here dia. Not as idea you betumi aye. Because you can't abide any companies and can buy what resources as in individual companies. It is a company be on an pay with me aye na aye juma then it just say abide ya enye juma. It was say moreover no it shows that it is possible and it has a huge potential and can create more sustainable jobs if properly supported by a deliberate government policy intervention. Now, I'm sorry that this video we air but it is good for people who need answers to get answers they are requesting for. Now, see, some critics say that a 24-hour economy can only be possible where there is demand and that Ghana's economic context is incompatible with a 24-hour economy because of low demand. Are they right? And listen, Mekrano, this was my main problem with the 24-hour economy. When NDC forecast in 2020, I'm a year video. It bizarre questions, no. This was the main question I asked. Say 24-hour economy now you see yate. But what if demand is low? The company can't operate 24 hours. Okay. Now, yentie answer or say no, they are wrong. Okay, not as people like me, no, you say I am wrong. Or say, as has already been explained, the 24-hour economy will be mainly anchored on John Mahama's overarching vision of creating sustainable jobs through the transformation of Ghana into an import substitution and export-led economy, among others. Currently, over 90% of the things we consume in Ghana, food, beverage, fabrics, pharmaceuticals, are imported. Demand for these basic commodities already exists. Okay. Into us currently no. Osha sectors are or more case 24-hour economy no ye be ye wono. E sectors bi a wo mo ayenhwehwemu hu ne se Ghana ye consuming nyama pa into demand e wo ho. Ye man say pharmaceutical no ye enduro no ye kwakokra fi abrochi eba. Inti sen mahama ye na adwen se obema ye jai se ye kra nduro na fi abrochi aba Ghana no. Na tre se Ghana company a wo produce nduro no afi demand no ebeko high ni yaba beto efi Ghana company no eho. Inti factors na ana sectors na wo mo pese wo mo ye 24-hour economy na sectors bi a o mo ahwemu hu ne se all those sectors no demand ewo ho deda. Okay, as Ghana has the capacity to produce most of these basic items for import substitution and export if the right enabling environment is created by government. As the problem, however, has been the high cost of doing business in the country and the liberalization of the Ghanaian economy, which makes Ghanaian businesses uncompetitive due to competition with cheaper and substandard imports. Okay, the incentive packages under the 24-hour economy policy will significantly reduce the cost of doing business and enable businesses to operate round the clock with an enhanced competitive edge. If locally produced goods can be supplied at a competitive cost to their imported counterparts, they may be absorbed by local demand. Now, as someone what can I say? I told the bia the Ghana for epe embrofo nyama ne say yebeye bibi wo Ghana na dia ayaye wo Ghana na ebeye yen say Ghana ne ayaye wonti na nka ne bo enyefo nanso yaye wo Ghana wo nanso ne bo de dindin eye because embrofo no eye no fofofo no mo de aba enti ohwe aban supporter wo say obema companies no mo ye 24-hour economy na ebema companies ni sika wo mo de hye mo nyama mu no eso ate na treso mo nso bete so ama Ghana for enti no se eba ne se ebia emo ana taus ye bi wo Ghana ye bi wo China de no box ba ko ye 100 cedis Ghana de no box ba ko ye 70 cedis a Ghana for beto Ghana de no because ne bo ofo enti no that is their plan our more edeba ebema nyama no akọ we also there is high demand for better and more efficient public services from certain public institutions under the 24-hour economy. These institutions will operate round the clock and improve customer service and productivity. Also, the incentive packages will scale up production, enhance productivity and competitiveness, and propel economic growth and lead to more decent and well-paying jobs. Until we hear NDC phone some more can. Boa wa mobile boa companies no eyade a ebema companies na egi no mo na so. Now this is also another tax. We need the NDC to come up with send you frequently asked questions about. We need them to come up with an estimate. The number of they can outsource. They can give the job to people like global analytics, okay? To outsource this, to go out and speak with companies and kasa. Don't speak with ordinary Ghanaians, speak with companies and kasa. And ask so that at least if you have a fair idea on the number of companies you'll be working with, the amounts you think the government can use to provide certain incentives, no? How you think the government can make that money back? And then, aside that, yes, so the amount and how government can make all that money back, we need proper data. What I say on that, okay? We need proper data. And this money so we figures. Because answer we are modiabana, it opens it up well and it makes your policy a very solid one. Okay, in the NDC for some mutimia, send your moka say your incentive packages, no, it will scale up production and all that, no. Give us a number. Say there are this number of businesses registered in Ghana. At least 50% would like to enroll onto this policy. If 50% want to enroll, incentive a more mono, ebe cost the taxpayer this amount, ebe cost buying this amount. But I buy so this you can more money say free sir. How will government make their money back? At here and all that. Intini nano. Let us get to know. At because any says he can wire in Ghana. Now I say The 11th question also, can John Mahama be trusted to deliver on his 24-hour economy promise? I say absolutely yes. John Mahama is a visionary leader and a nation builder. His track record as president bears this fact out. Ghana saw many transformational investments and development in all sectors of the country under his tenure as president, some of which operate 247 as we speak. Here, omu bisa say Mahama no enipo betumi aya na no mo tre say ane Mahama beye or tre enyama Mahama ye construction of Meridian Port Services Terminal, Accra Digital Center, 3 billion private sector led investment in ICT, which is that the Ghana Gas Company Terminal 30 we no omo tre Mahama track record enyama why then why esanso tre infoni of enyama Mahama ye. Now say, when will the details of the Mahama's 24-hour economy policy be made public? The strategic blueprint of the 24-hour economy will be put out after the 2024 manifesto launch of the NDC. You know, more pay details. No, I say NDC for launch of manifesto 2024. A whole number blueprints. No, so in conclusion, they are telling us that the 24-hour economy thing is a game changer and all that. A Juma Pankwa 24-hour economy and all that. So. For those who were asking, well, I think that the NDC, they've really done well. This was published by the Communications Bureau. I'll give it up to the NDC. They've done well. This is what I asked for. At least, Obia Obe read these documents way beyond. At least. So when your questions nili na say, you better answer mawa. At least 1 or 2 questions beyond will be said here. You've been answered. No. Montre moi on comment box ni momedasi.